What's up guys, Proper Truth here. So today what you guys are going to be getting is Structure Deck Cyberse Link opening. Now, was able to pick this up and I've been waiting for this for a very long time. You guys know me, I play Cyberse a lot. I love the archetype. It's a great archetype and it reminds me a lot of somewhat of like Yusei's deck. You're summoning a bunch of little monsters and then you're going to end up linking to summon bigger monsters. And honestly, everybody is actually trying to get their hands on this because of Trigate Wizard. Spirals use it, World Challenge use it, Cyber players use it. So it's a very good card in this structure deck. So let's get straight to it, guys. But before we do, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. You guys ready? Let's go. All right, guys, here we go. So you guys have no idea how long I've been waiting for this. Like, I was always talking to my bro about it. Like, I started thinking of combos. I've been practicing on YGO all week with the new structure deck just to get a feel for it. And that's when I've noticed that it's more focusing on banishing on a lot of stuff to apply your resources. So it makes it interesting. It really does, because I've never really thought of Cyberse as a banish type. But in this structure deck, that's what they really focused it on. But I'm not going to keep it mainly on that type of focus. I'm going to keep it more of like swarming the board of links. So, your rule book. Obviously, if you guys are new to Yu-Gi-Oh! And you need to learn this format, this is the rule book right here. Let's check out the mat. That is one thing I'm really curious about. I wish they had this mat in like in a rubber form, like in something like this, because, oh man, that would have been interesting. If Konami starts doing that, that would be awesome. So, this is the mat, guys. This would definitely be awesome if this was a rubber mat. Maybe I might actually contact my distributor and maybe see if he can make a mat, make this into a rubber mat. So you guys, that would be pretty amazing. Just take out the Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Structure Deck Cyberlink logo and just keep it just the monsters in general. So, that's awesome. I like keeping the mats from the Structure Deck if they really look good. So, and Cyberse says, oh wow, look at this. They put something in the bag. I didn't even know that. Look at this, guys. So this is like, if you guys are playing Duel Links, I'm assuming this is let's see, maybe it's like a code. If you guys play Duel Links, they might be giving codes in here now. So let's check that out first. So it is somewhat of a like a barcode. Yeah, download for free now. No, that's just telling you to for Duel Links. But it gives you a barcode here. It's pretty awesome. I know Duel Links is actually stepping up. Like, now it's becoming very competitive. Like, now they're having like world tournaments and stuff like that with it. So that's pretty interesting. So I like this. This will be like an awesome token, to be honest. So I might actually use it for a token. So let's get straight to the deck, guys. First up, the A side of this entire deck is Encode Talker. Now, Encode Talker is amazing. Like, it takes me a while to understand his effect, but trust me, it's not as bad as as I expected. So basically, his effect is first of all, you need 2+ cyber monsters to summon him. So it's a little bit more difficult than Decode Talker. See, Decode Talker says you need 2+ effect monsters. This one says 2+ cybers. So you can only really play him in cyber decks, guys. So here it says, once per turn before damage calculation, if your monster this card points to battles an opponent's monster with higher attack than it, you can make that monster unable to be destroyed by battle. Also, you take no damage from that battle. After the damage calculation, have this card or one monster it points to gain attack equal to the attack of the battling monster until the end phase. So the downside is that, let's say if I had a Firewall on top and he was pointing the Firewall, downside is that if I attack with Firewall won't be able to attack again. So that's the only downside, unless you redirect it to another monster that's pointing to it that hasn't attacked yet. So not bad. You got to keep them if you're playing the Cyberse, at least one. Next up, what everybody's been waiting for, Trigate Wizard. Trigate Wizard just needs 2+ monsters except token, guys. So cyber decks are using it, World Chalice decks are using it, other cyber decks are using it. What else? I have not seen Gokis use it, but I'm pretty sure they can. But this is because he is an Earth also. This card is amazing. First up, his effect says this card gains these effects based on the number of monsters co-linked to this card. 1 and plus, if a monster is co-linked with this card, battles an opponent's monster, inflict double the damage. Second effect, 2 plus co-links. Once per turn, you could target one card on the field, banish it. And then the third one, which is the most brokenest one, is 3 plus. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, it's a quick effect. You can negate the activation. If you do, banish it. So this guy is like a freaking Mekuba, invoked Mekuba, with his third effect. He's pretty broken. Like I think this guy is amazing. So definitely gotta if you're playing a Link deck, you gotta play him. Next up, Dual Assemble Worm. I'm kind of upset that they made him as a super rare. To be honest, I think the monster that deserved to be super rare should have been what's his name, Balancer Lord. You'll see him in here. So I think he deserves it more than this guy. There has to be maybe combos with him. I thought of a few combos with him, but he's not as crucial. I'm gonna try it to see how he works in here. If I don't like him, I'm definitely gonna take him out in the Cyberse deck. So he's pretty awesome. His effect is, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can banish 2 other Cyberse monsters in the hand or face up side of the field. Special summon it, but his attack becomes half. You can only use the effect of dual Assemble Worm once per turn. And once per turn, you can banish 1 card from your hand, banish 1 monster on the field with less or attack less than or equal to this card's attack. So if he's 1400, anything that you banish, like if you banish a Cyberse out banish a card out your hand, and you banish another monster is 1400 or less. I mean, I doubt you're gonna find any of your opponent leaving a monster with that low attack on board by the time they come to their turn. So, I mean, he's alright for the special summon, so it's good for maybe just the Link purpose. So there are combos with him. I'll see if I can show you guys those. So, Dual Assembling Worm. Next up, Backdoor. I love Cyberse Backdoor. This guy is like this card is the Rhoda. Basically, it's a quick play spell. You target one Cyber monster you control, banish it, and if you do, add 1 Cyber monster from your deck to your hand whose attack is lower than the monster's original attack. During your next standby phase, return that monster that was banished by this effect, and it can attack your opponent directly. You can only activate a Cyberse Backdoor once per turn. There's so many combos with this card just because it's a quick play. So I'm glad that they made it a super. They kept it as a super. Next up, the next super, Binary Sorceress. Sorry, this card is pretty okay. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. He has decent effect, but he's not as good as like Trigate Wizard. Trigate Wizard is way better, and same thing with X-Code Talker. So you need 2 monsters except tokens to summon this card. When this card gains effect based on the number of co-linked cards that this card points to. Plus first effect, plus 1 plus. When a monster co-linked to this card battles an opponent's monster, inflict battle damage to them, and then you gain that much life points. Second effect, once per turn, it's a quick effect. You could target 2 face-up monsters you control. Until the end phase, half the attack of one monster and the other one, and if you do, add the lost attack to the other monster. So that's what I like about this effect. I like this card based on the second effect. You could pretty much make any of your other monsters pretty beefy. So it's pretty interesting. Like for an example, let's say this was the board like this. You know, first off, Trigate Wizard gets to banish something for free, and then you have to have, like, say, they don't have another link in here. Let's just say Honeybot is right here. No, it wouldn't have to be. It has to be on this side, because if this is it has to be on this side. Honeybot was right here. You'll be able to have you could target Honeybot or something, and then have this guy gain half of Honeybot's attack, and then think about it, this card is pretty broken. And since he's co-linked with something else, like he's co-linked with X-Code Talker, he'll do double the damage. So it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I think he'll gain like what, 850 out of the Honeybot. So it's pretty much almost 3,000. Oh no, it is 3,000. So it becomes 3,050. Yeah, and then double the damage from that. Come on, yeah, that's not bad at all, guys. That's really not bad at all. So let's get straight to the rest of the deck. Breeze through it for you guys now that you guys seen the ultras and supers. Look, Bishtron involved into Digitron. So I think this is adorable. I might play this instead of Bishtron. If anything, I'll play one Bishtron. Dock Scraper. this is what I was telling you about with dual assemble. This is combos with him because if if he's sent to the grave, you special summon it, and if he's banished, you special summon it. But you can only use each effect once per duel. So it's that's the downside to it, but it is a good effect. Client, it's all right. If you guys look up the list of anything, I'll leave the description. I'll leave the freaking whatchamacallit, the list of this deck on the description below. So if you guys want to see the effects of these monsters, you guys can, because I don't want to go right through all the effects. It's just a lot going with a lot of new cards. Backlinker could be a situational card depending on what it is. He actually gets rid of the extra deck. Not the extra deck, the extra deck zone. Like if you have monsters in the extra deck zone, this card can get rid of them, and he shuffles all the monsters in the extra deck monster zone back into the deck. So this could be clutch sometimes depending on the situation. And Balancer Lord, this is what I was telling you guys, that this card should have been a super. This card is pretty broken. You pay 1,000, you get an additional normal summon for a Cyberse monster. And the fact that if this card gets banished, you can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your hand. So this goes great combos with Cynet. And then like you banish him, and then you'll get like let's say you get Drag Connect to your hand, and then his effect kicks in, you can special summon another monster. So that's combos with this. So same thing with Dual Assemble, banish him, and he comes out. So it could become clutch. I think this card you gotta play 3, guys. You gotta play 3. So Rom Clouder. Boot Staggered Cyberse Wizard. Wow, it looks weird as a common. I'm so used to seeing it super. Backup Secretary, Stack Reviver, Launcher Commander, Trigodia, Summoner's Monk, Card Trooper. I didn't even know the Breeze Dragon was in here. Wow, they gave you a tuner. They gave us a tuner. The Breeze Dragon, Mathematician, Crane, Magician of Faith, Jester Conflict, Glow Bolt, Kinkabio, and then off to the spells. Soul Charge. Wow, Shuffle Reborn is in here. That's pretty dope, actually. You might want to put this to the side. Shuffle Reborn, DDR, Gold Sark. I'm actually going to be using these Gold Sarks for the Metaphys Sworn. So look for. Don't worry, guys. You guys will see a deck profile on that. So look forward for that. I've been waiting for this because I didn't have my set, so I was waiting just for the structure deck to get my hands on this. Mind Control. Oh my goodness. Cosmic Cyclone as a common. Oh, tell me how you guys feel about that. How it goes from a secret straight to a common. Don't get me wrong though, it's still good trade bait even though if it's a common. You go to any major tournaments, people get desperate and be like, listen, I'll take any type of rarity of that card. So still trade bait. It's probably like $2 though. Moon Mirror Shield. Where art thou? And then straight to the traps. Recoded Alive. This card is pretty dope. I actually have a combo with this card. I'm gonna, when I'm done fixing up the Cyberse deck and building it up for you guys will see the combos that I have ideas with this deck. So it's pretty dope. It's actually pretty dope. I'm looking forward to showing you guys that. Recoded Alive is one of the new trap cards. Target 1 Link 3 Cyberse Link monster you control or in your graveyard. Banish it, and if you do, special summon 1 Code Talker monster from your extra deck. And then it has a graveyard effect as well. If you control no monsters in the extra deck monster zone, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 of your banished Code Talkers monsters and special summon it. So there is so much so much combos just because of those 2 texts. I have to show it to you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It does involve Foolish Burial Goods though, I'll tell you that much. So it's pretty interesting trap card. Miracle Wake, it's a Yusei card, funny. Powerful Rebirth, Premature Return, Swamp Mirror, I don't remember this. Oh, it's a monster trap, okay. Quantum Cat, Storming Mirror Force, oh my goodness, so weird. Wow, look at this, guys. Dimension Barrier. Now, I'll be honest, I never owned a Dimension Barrier, guys. If anything, I've always had to borrow it from somebody if I was doing a major tournament. So, best believe I'll be using these commons just in case I go up against anything that revolves around Exceeds or Synchro Base, or even Pendulum Magician, guys. So I'm kind of glad this got it reprinted, but it looks so weird as a common. So, Dimension Barrier. And then last but not least, guys, Ghost from the Past. This is actually, I never seen this. Banish 2 monsters in your graveyard. Target 1 attack position monster. Changes attack to 0 until the end phase. That's pretty cool. So as you guys can see, it's more like a banish deck. Like it revolves around like banishing your cards and getting effects out of that. So there you guys have it. That was actually the Structure Deck Cyberse link. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. See y'all later. So there you guys have it. That was the opening of the Structure Deck Cyber link. Now, I really enjoyed that we got this finally, because of the fact that there's so many combos that you can do with Cyberse, and this is just like the cherry on top. Like, this Structure Deck focuses more on like banishing stuff and then applying the effects or the resources from there. So it is kind of interesting. I already have combos with the deck, so when I do an updated deck profile on the Cyberse, you guys will see some of the combos that I actually thought of, and it's pretty interesting. So look forward for that, guys. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you did, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see y'all at the next video. Later.